The alarm clock cuts through the silence at 5 a.m. Mark does not move. He stares at the ceiling, his body anchored to the mattress by the sheer weight of exhaustion. The room is dark, and the warmth of the blankets creates a gravitational pull that demands he stay, sleep, and forget the alarm ever sounded. He closes his eyes, but the image of the finish line flashes in his mind. He knows that if he stays, the goal dies right here. He forces his spine to straighten, pushing his torso upright against the heavy drag of his own fatigue. His feet find the floor. The wood is freezing, a sharp, biting contrast that shocks his system into alertness. He stands, his muscles stiff, and navigates the room by touch. He reaches for his shoes, pulls the laces tight, and knots them with rhythmic, practiced precision. He walks to the front door and pushes it open. The street outside is empty, the air crisp and still. He takes a breath, feels the cold fill his lungs, and steps off the porch. This is the first brick. He starts to run, not because he feels ready, but because he refuses to stop. By noon, the office air is stale. Mark sits at his desk, staring at a stack of reports that seem to grow taller with every passing minute. His mind wanders, seeking an exit. He reaches for his phone, his thumb hovering over the screen, ready to lose himself in the endless scroll. The digital glow promises a quick escape from the mounting pressure of the work. He pauses. He feels the weight of the phone in his palm. He flips the device face down on the desk, the screen clicking against the wood. The silence returns. He looks at the blank document on his monitor. He does not wait for a spark of genius or a sudden wave of motivation. He places his fingers on the keys and strikes the first letter. The cursor blinks, then moves. He types one paragraph, then another. The screen fills with text, not because he feels inspired, but because he refuses to stop. He is building the structure, one sentence at a time. He ignores the urge to check the clock or look for a distraction. He stays in the chair. He keeps his hands moving. This is the second brick. Across town, Sarah faces a different battle. The sun has long set, and the house is quiet. She sits at her desk with a timer set for 30 minutes. Her eyes burn from the day, and her fingers feel heavy, hovering over the keys. The screen is a vast, empty, white void. The temptation to close the laptop and walk away is a physical ache in her chest. She stares at the blinking cursor, waiting for a spark that refuses to ignite. She does not close the lid. She takes a breath, leans into the desk, and presses the first key. One sentence appears, then another. The rhythm is slow, deliberate, and often painful. Some nights, the words are jagged and forced. She shows up. She stays in the chair. She repeats this cycle for 365 evenings. She trades the comfort of the couch for the resistance of the page. She trades the ease of rest for the friction of creation. A year later, the weight in her hands is different. It is a stack of paper, bound and finished. She holds the manuscript, the physical evidence of a structure built one evening at a time. Motivation is a guest that packs its bags the moment the weather turns cold. It is a flicker, not a flame. Discipline, however, is the house that remains standing when the storm hits. Every day, you stand at a crossroads. You want the sugar, but you reach for the apple. You want the screen, but you pick up the book. You want the comfort of the couch, but you force your body to practice. These are not just small, inconsequential moments. They are high-stakes votes. Every time you choose the harder, better path, you are casting a ballot for the person you intend to become. You are building the foundation of your future self, brick by brick, choice by choice. The storm does not care about your intentions. If you rely on the fleeting guest of motivation, you will find yourself exposed when the winds rise. If you rely on the house of discipline, you stand firm. Look at your hands. They are the tools of your own architecture. Each action is a deliberate strike against the chaos of the world. Stop waiting for the lightning strike. It is a myth. that keeps you paralyzed. Success is not a sudden explosion of brilliance. It is the steady, rhythmic hum of a machine that refuses to stop. Look at your hands right now. What are they doing? Are they idle or are they working? Those hands are the architects of your tomorrow. Every movement is a brick. Every decision is a foundation stone. Do not search for grand moments or perfect conditions. They do not exist. There is only the work in front of you. Start small. Lay one brick today, then lay another tomorrow. Trust the process. The life you imagine is not a distant destination you reach. It is a structure you build, one day at a time. The blueprint is in your grip. The time is now. Pick up the brick and start.